I just upgraded to super high internet, and now the porn finishes before I do. This is the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Space is the final frontier. Then this is just the pit stop at the rest area that is near.
It's a Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. 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 In your ear. Pod. Poddamn it. Poddamn it. Poddamn Idiots Podcast.
Poddamn Idiots.
Poddamn it.
From the Henplex Studios in Battle Creek, Michigan, the Red Room in Spadeland, Beastlow Studios, and the Scorpion Room in San Marcos, Texas. This is the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Just couldn't let that go, could you?
I can't. I cannot let that go. I just know it so well. And when it's going to start, when it's going to end, and I have a rhythm.
I sneezed.
But yeah, welcome everyone to episode number 66 of the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. And today on the show, he likes to sneeze. He is Captain B. Slow. And then we have the tax man down in Texas doing his taxes. It's Texas.
Howdy.
Man, he's really hard at work too. If you're watching the YouTube, you'll see he looks like he could be an accountant. We don't even know. He could be listening to some kind of music or something. And then the Red Room, holding what looks to be some sort of cards, which is not a surprise. It's Rick Spade.
Yo.
And I'm Jay Hizzle.
Or Hollywood.
Oh,
For those of you that didn't know, he was on TV in a commercial.
I incorrectly have my thing saying Hollywood. I'm tired.
Plumbing, electrical appliances too. The savings will always come right back to you. Save big money. Save big money when you shop Menards.
Wait, I want my royalties now.
Give it here.
I bought a snowblower.
I want one of those.
So what happened? I guess I'll start with how things have been going since I just started talking. So we had that snowstorm coming, and I've just for the last 10 years I've been shoveling my driveways in Wisconsin up to here, and it's really time consuming. And I don't know. I don't think I do it right because usually my lower back hurts by the time I'm done. They say lift with their legs, but my back seems to get involved all the time. I don't know what its problem is. So I had this rebate that I've had forever in a gift card from like 5 years ago. I'm like, they're having sales because they're trying to get rid of all their winter stuff because now they have the spring stuff set up in the store. So I just went and bought this little electric plug-in one, which I know sounds ridiculous, but I got it after my rebate and stuff for like $40.
Nice.
So I'm like, yeah, it's 20 inches wide. It's supposed to be able to do a little bit of snow. And then we got a whole bunch of snow. And I'm like, wow, this is more than it's supposed to be able to take. But this was the little machine that could. And what might have taken 3 hours took like an hour and 15 minutes. It was awesome. And my cord, because I had to plug it in, reached all the way down the end of my driveway. It's the perfect length. And it was fun. And since it's electric, it's still kind of loud, but I didn't smell like gas or anything when I was all done either. And it was just so nice to not have to shovel all that. I just shoveled the steps and the little patio area because I think it was easier than trying to get the snow blower on each step. But so yeah, that was a lot of fun.
You know, that's probably a good idea that you did that. I was reading an article that I think News 8 put out that said shoveling the snow could lead to heart failure.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's exhausting. Of course it can. It's a workout.
It is a workout because I did even the other night, because then of course the snowplow didn't come until the day after. So then I did just shovel all that heavy crap out of the way. But I used to always shovel the driveway, and it would take forever. And it was a good workout. I'd be dripping sweat by the time I was done.
You're like us. The snowplow came by 4 times.
No, we get it once if we're lucky. But that's okay.
Well, our neighbor is the foreman for the city's DPW.
Ah, okay. So yep, they're gonna make sure. What other fun
They
stuff?
let it come by when I'm parked in the driveway. Like I'll be gone all day or parked in the driveway, and they'll only come when I'm in the road. Come on.
Yep, that seems about right. And then we just celebrated my dad's birthday. He's now officially closer to 60 than he is to 50.
Wow! Happy birthday, Chuck.
And that was fun because I helped him get everything going on his Oculus that he got for Christmas. Virtual reality. That thing is pretty awesome.
Oh, the goggle thingies?
Yeah.
Like an Oculus?
Yes, it's just awesome. It's really cool. I didn't think I'd like it that much, but I really liked it.
I love it. Like Caitlin got one of those Oculuses, and we
That
had
is
it.
what they had. I did the roller coaster thing,
And
it
I was doing like a fighting game.
yeah, that's
and
what we did. It was
I
so
used it after Caitlin, so it was set up to somebody who's under 5 feet tall. And so I went to punch, and my hand went straight into the wall. It knocked over a wax warmer and made a big old mess.
Ours just had things coming at you, and you had to punch them to the beat. But we moved everything out in the living room and drew a little. You can draw a little boundary line that's supposed to keep you from. So if you go out of your boundary line, it tells you. And it was just really cool. I was really impressed with it. I looked at another duplex, but I decided that we don't agree on price. And if I had to move there, it's smaller than this one. And I don't feel like downsizing. But it's still kind of exciting, the idea of adding to another investment.
Well, you don't have to move there.
Well, if you want the good financing, you do.
Oh, because it's got to be owner occupied type thing.
Yep. Otherwise, you got to put like 20 to 25% down. And I'm not prepared to do that quite at this time.
Would that increase the price of the one you're in currently then? Because you're not occupying it?
No, I just had to live here for a year.
Okay.
Then, yep, everything's good on that one. So, but yeah, we'll see. I always keep my eye out. Real estate's exciting. So, let's see here. Erica says hi to everyone. E-Dizzle. And everything's going good there. So we let's see, we actually went to my uncle's church this Sunday, so that was a lot of fun. And we were celebrating my dad's birthday at this place called One Nation, which is the old Moonraker 2, which is the old hunt club. So it was kind of fun to be back in there.
I like that place. They're really expensive, but it's really good.
Yeah, it was good. We split some mac and cheese.
Oh, their mac and cheese is good.
Yeah.
Their fries are like size of big pickles, and they're delicious.
And then the other week I was in St. Louis for training, so that was fun. And then got to spend some time with my aunt, uncle, and cousin. So that's always a good time. Work's been busy, and truthfully, life feels like it's just been crazy.
How's Kate, Aunt Meg, and Uncle Doug?
They're doing good.
I miss them.
Yep, they're doing very good. They'll be up here at some point. I'm not sure when yet, but I'll have to let you know. So,
Speaking of family, when are you going to that family reunion thing in Vegas?
That's coming up here in a couple weeks.
If I
A
give you
family-
a copy of my key, will you try to find a Vegas Golden Knights one to cut it for me?
Battery, where's your cord?
Oh, sure. If I can.
It would either be at a Lowe's or a Walmart, because the Walmart's here has the Detroit Red Wings. That's what I got currently, but I want a Vegas Knights one.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Word. I will get it to you shortly then.
That's cool. But yeah, so yeah, life's just been pretty busy, pretty crazy. So I guess Rick, I'll see what you're doing because you're the only one here. Oh wait, no, Captain Beaslow's back.
I
Maybe
had to plug the computer in. It was almost dead.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll catch Captain Beaslow quick then. What have you been up to?
My high CPU usage is affecting the meeting quality. It just told me. Well, I have been continually door dashing as my main gig, and I'm officially approved to drive for Lyft and Uber and deliver with Uber Eats on top of it.
Like that.
And my wife has a cat that was in her face. Prospect of another full-time job. I'm not giving names or places.
Can't drink my whiskey through the pussy.
It's Dunkin' Donuts because he's an expert now.
We're supposed to
I
tell
love
him.
that.
Oh,
Spending
what a- he can't tell anyone. I can. Dunkin' Donuts. He's going to be a quality tester. He's got to try each flavor out.
I mean, I am growing down here, you know.
Well, that explains a lot.
What else is new in my life? What's going on?
You almost killed yourself sledding today.
I almost killed myself sledding today,
How'd you manage that?
walking up the hill.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
Xavier bit him when they crashed. They wiped out,
Yeah.
and Xavier bit his hand accidentally.
Yeah, he wanted to go down the hill on the sled with me, and we ended up sideways, and then we rolled, and my finger ended up in his mouth during the roll, and he went, ah,
What hill is this?
huh?
What hill is this?
It's in the ghetto.
Dudley.
That's where I used to go to school at Dudley Elementary.
Oh man, you know the best
I
place to
remember
roll.
that sledding hill from a kid, and I'm like, I'm going back. It was awesome when I was a kid. Still is awesome.
To me, the best place to sled is at Lila Arboretum.
It's near Lila. It's
Lila,
like
Lila
half mile.
Arboretum. There's that one side that has that big ass hill. That's the best place to sled.
yeah, no, Dead Man's Hill. There's too many people there. You go to Dudley, it's already beat down from all the kids at recess. And when you go there after school, there's nobody there but you.
Hmm.
And it's bigger than Dead Man's Hill.
Nice. Well, that sounds pretty fun besides getting bit.
I had a glove on. We're good.
Oh, that's not bad then. Okay.
You made
But
it
I
sound
don't
like
have
you tried
to
taking
see
his
it.
finger
Snow
off.
went down my butt crack. That was cold.
Yeah. Baby, it's cold out.
It's great time spent with my son since I left full-time work has been absolutely amazing.
That's great. I'm sure he enjoys it too.
And we're making more money part-time, significantly more than we were full-time.
It's always good to increase your quality of life.
Yep, and still got this thing going on right here. You can't see it, can you?
The power of the trustee.
It's my real estate course.
Yay. How's that going?
It's going good. It's definitely not exciting.
Well, I mean, not every part of real estate's exciting, but I think a lot of it is.
Well, no, like because we're right now is going over the types of mortgages, and well, that's not the exciting part.
Yeah, but you got to know the fundamentals to get to the good stuff.
So they talking
Yeah,
about like FHA versus
I had to
conventional versus
bunch of
portfolio.
math equations and for pricing and comparisons, and I had to learn a whole bunch of appraisals and how appraisers do their math, and that was numbers.
If you ever need to talk to an appraiser, I have one you can talk to.
I know you do.
I might need
Okay.
one if I get this. If I try to do this refi, so I'll keep that in mind.
So just got to get my license and get to work.
All right. That's exciting. Rick Spade, what about you?
Oh, it's been an interesting week. Let's see here. I got a little more responsibility at work, which is nice.
Ooh, what do they have you doing?
I'm training people now. I also have the manager button, so I can assign people runs and
Nice.
I can approve items that people do. Well, you get these people that are like, oh, I don't want to do that run because it's a bunch of heavy stuff. And then they leave it for somebody else to do. And I said to the managers, I said, I have this button now. I said, they start skipping and I'm going to start assigning. And they're like, you do what you got to do. So,
Nice. Well,
I'm not, yeah. So,
Congratulations. That's exciting.
yeah. So, that's kind of fun. Let's see here. What else? I've been trying some new alcohol recipes. I got one for drinking with the idiots today that I talked about the last time we were on the show, but now I've actually recorded me doing it. So that'll be fun. I got my state back. I paid off one of my credit cards, so I only got 2 more to go on my property taxes.
Nice.
So making progress there.
I hate property.
Me too, but mainly because mine are expensive. Cities, I don't know why cities so expensive.
I live in the city too. We
Yeah.
pay buku of property taxes, and then they charge us an income tax.
Because Battle Creek doesn't know how to manage
I was
money.
like,
and
come
they're poor.
on.
Oh yeah,
when-
Battle Creek's super expensive for taxes.
When we bought the house from Justin's dad, our taxes went up almost 30% from what he was paying.
Well, you know,
And
to me,
then
what,
we want to charge us extra income tax.
Which doesn't actually make sense because you should be a homestead exception.
The taxes went up that much.
see, my taxes when I don't pay them and I let it go until tax time, it's $952 if I don't pay before January 28th. It's like $1,000 if I don't pay by the 28th of February, and then
Is
it's
that
like
your winter taxes or your summer taxes or all year?
that's all together.
Okay.
Geez, I pay $1,780 for
Right,
mine.
right, but you got to remember, I paid $10,500 for my house.
No, you've probably paid for your house over in taxes then in the last.
You paid more
Yeah.
in taxes for your house than you did your house.
Yeah, which is sad because I've been here over 10 years now. But no, what makes it sad though is my mom lives in Emmett Township and she's literally around the corner from me, and her taxes are only like a fourth of what I pay in a year.
And
Really?
she's not a half mile away.
Right.
Because I live in Emmett Township and the taxes are pretty expensive.
Now where my mom's at, I was like, what are your taxes? She's like, oh, it's like 112 and like 300. I was like, yeah, that must be nice.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah. Let's see here. Other than that, I took Lek to Helen DeVos Children's Hospital today. We won't talk about, you know, the stuff that was going on because you guys know from the group text. But we ruled out some stuff that was negative, which was nice. We were there for almost 2 hours.
It's actually not long to be there at all.
Well, for me it was because there was a lot of discussions and testing, and at one point me and Chris actually had to hold lockdown so we could get his blood sugar done,
Wow.
which wasn't fun because we kept on trying to get him to do it or have the nurses do it, and he kept pulling his hand away. And then finally me and Chris had to look at each other and go, now. And then he grabbed his hand and I pricked him and took his blood. So also I changed some stuff in bill wise. I got rid of cable for the first time in God knows how long.
Really? You cut the cord?
I cut the cord. I'm actually using Sling because there's only like 4 or 5 channels I actually watch throughout the week anyways.
Oh, nice.
So I'm only paying like $40 a month, which is nice, and I get all the channels I normally watch, and I get like 100 hours of DVR. So it's worth the $40 as opposed to the 132 I was paying for DirecTV.
Well, that's good for you. Congratulations.
That's
Yep.
smart. We did our math on what do we pay for just TV a month now, babe? 'Cause we don't have a TV subscription. We just use apps.
Well,
We pay like $14 a month or something.
split everything with Hannah, so
Yep.
pay $9 for Netflix, $2.50 for Paramount.
And Disney Plus and Discovery and Boomerang. We pay only like maybe $20 a month for all of our TV because we split it with our neighbor. So
Right.
we share a Netflix account and we share like Paramount Plus and we share whatever the other one is, Peace something.
And Peacock.
Peacock?
Peacock.
$25 a month or a year.
And so it's really nice.
Nice.
Well, see, I usually do annually with most of my stuff except for Hulu because for whatever reason they won't let you do that annually.
Yeah, we don't have a Hulu anymore. I don't use it.
And because I have Comcast now, I actually get Peacock for free. Or
Oh, that's-
because I
Wait. Comcast Internet and you get Peacock for free?
yeah, I upgraded my
Comcast Internet.
I upgraded my Comcast internet. I had the Blast plan, which apparently doesn't exist anymore. And I found out that I could go from 100 megabytes per second to 900 megabytes per second for the same price, and they gave me a modem. And
How much do you pay?
109.
Oh.
To me, that's worth it though, because it's unlimited data.
'Cause we have crappy Comcast. It's supposed to be 100 meg internet. It's not even close to that. And we were paying $19.99 a month for it. Now it's $66 a month.
But we
Yeah, see-
don't need. We only pay $25 a year.
But yeah,
I replaced my modem and router, and it made my internet about 20 something times faster.
oh yeah. Well, like normally it would take me about 2 hours to upload a podcast video to YouTube and Facebook, and it took me 25 minutes. So that was definitely an upgrade.
Yeah, so that means if we all here, we won't have problems anymore.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
I haven't had one of those issues where it's like internet's unstable. So
I shouldn't have that here anymore either, because the speed's literally like 20 something times faster.
Yeah.
Thank
it's-
you.
it was nice to have 900 megabytes per second and have all the different apps that I use. So that was cool.
I can imagine internet that speed.
Oh, it's so nice. Like so nice.
I
Like,
remember when I had 12 meg internet. I'm like, this is awesome.
well, before my modem came here, I had ended up getting Sling ahead of time, and I was watching it, and it would kept on kind of like reconnecting and buffering. And I was like, I don't know about this. But then once the modem showed up and I was actually watching it with the new modem, I was like, oh, never mind. This is just like watching regular TV. No big deal. So yeah, that's been good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just been trying to clean the house and work on some other stuff. So
Want to clean my house?
no, because I got a lot to do on mine still.
The downstairs bathroom needs to be clean.
And then we have the accountant, Texas.
Hey, my taxes are done.
They are. Congratulations.
It
Wow.
only took
Yeah.
3 people talking about their week.
Do mine.
So how much do you owe?
I don't know anything just yet.
I'm just kidding.
You getting a good refund? You don't got to say the number, but is it okay?
Better than last year,
That's good.
which is hard to believe. But I survived the 2022 Snowmageddon here in Texas.
Well, that's good. Congratulations.
However, my work did prove to me that they are worthless assholes.
I thought you already knew that.
Well, I did know that, but they proved it even more considering on Thursday, as soon as we got to work, it was supposed to drop down to 35 degrees and we were supposed to have freezing rain. And they said, hey, we're working a full shift. Come in. But I live 40 miles north of them. So it was already freezing and having freezing rain here since about 2:30 in the morning. So I was like, yeah, I'm not coming in.
You're like, how about
So-
no, Scott?
Yeah, you guys
So-
don't have salt trucks that go out and salt the roads like we do in Michigan.
Nope.
If,
So-
if it makes you feel any better, they didn't plow my road until 4:30 the one day, so I had to call in.
So I missed Thursday and Friday. So I just sat at the house and spent time with my kids. I should have done my taxes then, but I'm not very smart. I do have a job interview on Wednesday with Caterpillar in Seguin. It's 20 miles closer.
Woohoo! Save you a lot of gas money, that's for sure.
God, I hope so, because it's reached $3 a gallon here. I know that's not a lot for you guys, but considering 2 weeks ago it was $2.68 here, that's a lot for us.
Yeah, it's $3.40 here.
It's 386 at the Meyer.
Other than that, I don't really got much.
You know, speaking of the snowstorm, the first day before it got real bad, 80 people called in from my store. 80.
Jeez.
There's just an excuse.
Well, I guess there probably weren't a lot of people shopping either. But I bet the day before they were.
I don't know. It didn't seem like it was, or it didn't seem like it had cut out a lot. Like there was still a decent amount of people there, but you know, I came in at 5 a.m. So when they opened, you know, it wasn't that bad. There was barely any powder on the road. You know what I mean?
I just know before the storm, like right before, I saw pictures of aisles with no bread and that kind of stuff.
Well, they probably took it in the morning before the bread guy gets there.
I was thinking they panic buy. They're like, oh my gosh, we're getting snow. We got to get enough bread, guys. We got to get enough bread for 2 weeks because we got a snowstorm coming.
Oh my gosh, we got 10 inches of snow. Oh, run away.
And,
Okay,
and
can we move on to
we have
topics
wipe
now?
our butts. We gotta get toilet paper.
Let's move on. It's getting late.
All right.
Some people
Let's
got to work tomorrow.
I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our topics. Who wants to go first? Let's start with the Texas. Do you have your topic ready?
I do.
All right, Texas, you got 5 minutes. Let's hear what you got to say.
So I had about 5 different things I wanted to talk about, but then I decided we're going to do something else. You guys don't know this. I've been planning this for a few weeks. But after the last podcast we had another celebrity death in Meatloaf.
Oh, yeah.
So now we are going to do a celebrity Deadpool for the rest of 2022. We're each going to pick 3 celebrities that we think may die in 2022. And you're going to get points depending on age. If they are 80 or older, you're only going to get 1 point. 70 to 80, 2 points. 60 to 70, 3 points. 50 to 60, 3 points. And then anything under, you get 10 points for a death.
That's fucking morbid.
I know it is, but this just seemed like something fun for me. And since Rick's name was the first one I wrote down, Rick, you get first pick.
So I get to pick one person at a time. Is that how we're doing it?
Yep, we're going to go like a draft.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'm condemning him because he's on his 5th divorce. Ric Flair.
Who the hell's Ric Flair?
Oh my
Professional
God.
wrestler.
Oh, that's
All right, that's Rick's number 1. B, you were the second person I had written down, so you get the second overall draft pick.
Bob Barker.
I'm not going to lie, that was going to be one of my picks.
Oh, me too. Which is going to be sad, but he's 98 years old.
All right, Jay, you're the third person. You get the third draft pick.
This one really saddens me to say it, but I saw one of our friends had a picture taken with him, and he looked like he was in rough shape. And that's William Daniels, who is the voice of Kit and also played Mr. Feeney. That saddens
Oh,
me.
yeah, I saw that.
And I hope I'm wrong, but
Bite your filthy tongue. We need Mr. Feeney.
I know. I don't want this to
really
happen.
do.
Well, the sad thing is, according to our friend, he doesn't excuse me. He doesn't really talk much anymore. His wife does all his talking for him. All right. So with my first pick, I'm gonna go with the youngest person on that list. I think I'm going with Vince Neil.
That's possible.
On stage, he's just gonna give it a little too much.
All right, Rick, we're back to you. Who's your second pick?
Oh God, I really hope he actually dies. Nicolas Cage.
I thought you were becoming a Cage fan.
Not until you get me that shirt that has his face plastered all over it.
All right, Brian, your second pick.
Oh, you're gonna make me think here.
Is Joe Biden too obvious?
Joe Biden.
Oh,
Again, that was gonna be one of my picks.
I like that one.
You've taken 2 of my picks so far. God darn you!
gosh darn it.
Sorry.
All right, Jay, your third or your second pick.
Oh man, this might be really. He's still alive. All right. I'm gonna say I think is he still alive? I don't know how old what I'm looking at. Is Jimmy Carter still alive? It shows
Yeah.
he's 96. He's in rough. It's usually a president that dies every now and then.
Is
so.
Jimmy Carter still alive?
He is. He's like 96.
All right.
All right.
Casey Anthony.
All right, my second pick. I'm going with the Queen of England.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Preferably not by a crossbow, but if it happens, it happens. All right, Rick, your third and final pick.
You guys are gonna hate me for this, but I think his 9 lives are up. I'm going with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh hell no!
He's good.
He just got into a car wreck. It's
Yeah, and he walked out and was like, "Oops, did I do that?
Yeah.
I hope everybody's okay."
Like the big one. She probably
Oh,
would, but I want her to.
All right, B, your third and final pick. I believe you're going with Casey Anthony, if I hear your wife correctly there.
Yep, Casey Anthony.
I hate that cunt so bad. I hope she bites
She
the big
needs to
one.
go.
That would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jay, your third and final pick.
So, how do you get 2 points?
The points are, I think I said 80 and above is 1 point. 70 to 80 is 2 points.
I'm not saying this will happen. I'm looking at some celebrities that are in their 70s to go for a 2-pointer. Again, I have no reason to think this will happen, but then again, you just never know what's going to happen. I'm going Cher.
Oh my God. My kids and I were talking about her constantly this weekend.
I don't know. She appeared on the list. I'm like, well, she's in her 70s. I guess she could die, but then again, any of us could literally die for any reason. So.
Yeah.
My third and final pick is a former Jackass star, Bam Margera.
I believe Steve-O is doing real bad.
No, Steve-O's doing fine. He got clean. He doesn't do drugs or alcohol.
He doesn't shove
No.
firecrackers up his ass.
But I
anymore.
think he had a bad accident or he got really injured.
I don't know. In this last film, Johnny Knoxville had like a brain aneurysm and had to have like some kind of weird mechanism put on his head for every night.
Jeez.
Do we have time to do one more pick for everyone, or how much time we got left?
Your time is up.
All right, that's my time. Yay me.
All right, we all got 3 picks in, right?
Let's get morbid, baby.
All right. Wow, that was unique. All right. Let's see here. I guess I'll go next. So I don't have anything crazy or morbid or anything like that. I don't know if anybody was paying attention this weekend, but it was a very interesting weekend in sports. So first, I guess Texas is probably the only one that would have watched this, but anyone that has any interest in racing, they put a racetrack inside of a football field.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
actually did not watch it.
I didn't watch it, but how did they put all those cars on that little tiny track?
It was actually really cool. So first, I guess they take the field up, and then they put like all this. They take the grass out, they fill the field in, then they start paving and all that, and they put all the fencing and everything. And it's a 1/4-mile track, I think, is what it actually ends up being. Just like if you run around a track for high school or whatever, it's a 1/4 mile. And what they did was they went out in like sessions of like 10 to 12 cars for practice. And then they did single car qualifying. And then they ended up having heat races based on where you qualified. And then those were 10-car heat races. And then the top 3 from each heat race made the race. And they had like 23 cars in the actual race. It was actually really cool to watch. It's just so weird seeing like an entire NASCAR race in a football stadium.
That does sound interesting.
It really was. It kind of reminded me of Kalamazoo Speedway if it was surrounded by stands everywhere.
Yeah, those aren't fun unless they're doing enduros. Enduros are the shit.
It was actually a pretty entertaining race. As you can imagine, there were quite a few cautions and stuff, a few heated tempers, but it's amazing. They could actually get up to almost 80 miles an hour on this small little straightaway, which I know like 80 is like, that we do that in the freeway when we're speeding, but when you think about how they get up to 80 instantly, you have to slow down and turn. But it was actually really fun to watch. It didn't count for points or anything. It was an exhibition game, but it was really enjoyable. So I thought that was neat. Then there was another exhibition game, the NHL All-Star event.
Didn't even watch that.
It was in Las Vegas, and it was the first time ESPN's had an All-Star event in forever because this is the first year ESPN's doing hockey again. And some people complained, but I thought they did a good job. Mark Messier and Chris Chelios were doing a lot of the commentary, at least during the All-Star skills event. And I got to tell you, what?
2 All-Stars.
Yeah, exactly. The skills events was awesome. I always enjoy it. So they had the classic, fastest, the slap shot and stuff, but they actually did some events out on the strip.
Who won the fastest?
Cairo from St. Louis. He didn't break Dylan Larkin's record, but Larkin was in the middle of the pack somewhere. It was Connor McDavid. But they actually had some players go out and they built platforms in the fountain at the Bellagio, and they had to like shoot pucks onto these different platforms. It was really cool. And then they played blackjack with hockey pucks. So they had players lined up, and there was this wall of cards, and then they would have to try to shoot and hit the cards to make blackjack. And Joe Pavelski called every card he went for and hit. It was amazing. And he's one of the older players in the NHL. He reminded everyone when he won to respect your elders.
Could you imagine for the fastest shot competition what Al McKinnon could do with today's sticks when he was in his prime? Could you imagine the speed of that shot?
That'd be awesome. I think Victor Hedman won, and he was like nothing record breaking, but it was like 104, 105. It was just fun. It's fun. And then the All-Star game, I like what they've done. So they have 4 divisions, and it's a 3-on-3 tournament. So the first period, 2 teams take on each other. The second period, 2 teams take on each other, and they have a championship game in the third period. And then 3-on-3 hockey I love, which is so wide open and entertaining. So that was fun. I like the All-Star there. And then we have the one All-Star event that just always makes you saying, they got to improve this somehow.
I got you.
You got me?
Two-hand touch, baby. Two-hand touch.
NFL Pro Bowl game where people aren't even tackling anymore. You touch them, you're down. That's just embarrassing and ridiculous. Why don't we just do a flag football thing then? And it'll be more entertaining watching them try to grab some flags.
Stop moves.
So I think the NFL event's a little bit of a joke, but I think NASCAR and the NHL did a pretty good job.
Real quick, while you're talking about sports, today the Major League Baseball Association decided after this season they will no longer test for steroids.
Really?
Yep. The thing that kept out Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, and a few others, they will no longer test for now.
Well, in that case,
He rose for the Hall of Fame.
That's really interesting. Are they still in the lockout?
Yep.
Okay, so there might not be baseball this year.
Probably not.
Lockout.
All right, Captain B. Slow, do you have any topics you'd like to discuss tonight?
Well, let's talk about gig workers.
What workers?
Gig workers.
GIG?
3 of the 4 of us are a gig worker already.
Oh, I thought he said a gag worker.
You work a gig?
The gig is like what DoorDash is. It's called a gig worker.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, there's a bunch of different apps. I've been doing all kinds of research. If anybody's out there, they're struggling, they need some extra money, be a gig worker for something. I mean, there's tons of them. There's this app. It's called GridWise. It not only tracks your miles and saves your miles, you can add in there all of your expenses. It automatically brings all your earnings in, so it says what your dollar per mile type thing is. And what is my dollar per mile? Right now, I've traveled since I started using the app. I did 935 miles, and I've made $1,700.
Dang.
I'm averaging well over $1 a mile, and that's just using the DoorDash app. But they also, and it's called GridWise, they have a thing called Marketplace where they give you all these different things. Like there's a thing called Curry if you own a box truck. So you can do that. But the top earners are Curry, DoorDash, Instacart, and Shipt. Those are the big earners. Which is kind of nice because what it does is it also puts in like what spots of your town to be in, what events are coming in. Josh is sleeping because he don't care.
No, Josh, it's 40 minutes past Josh's bedtime.
I know, I'm just being silly. But there's so many things out there. Like I have here, DoorDash. There's a thing called Amazon Flex. If you have a warehouse near your house, you can be an independent contractor and they'll pay you $300 to go deliver 3 packages.
Are you serious? Because I have a Amazon warehouse like 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah. Yep, I pulled over a gal one night because I'm like, what is this gal from Grand Rapids doing driving all over the dirt roads of Delton? So I pulled her over because she's suspicious out there and there's a lot of theft. She's like, I drive for Amazon Flex. So she was getting paid $150 to bring a package from Grand Rapids down there. And that's a 40-minute drive.
Wow. Pretty awesome.
So I'm like, that's awesome. And of course, your top 3 food deliveries, really your only 3 food deliveries are DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. Uber Eats and DoorDash are the big ones.
So of all the gig jobs you've done, do you have a favorite?
Well, I've only done one so far. Is DoorDash.
He's just signed up for all the other
I
99.
just got approved today. I just passed the background check for Lyft and Uber Eats.
I'm curious to see which ones you like the best when you're on.
I won't drive people in my car until I can legally carry a firearm again.
Ah, okay.
Because
The only-
when
the
I
only-
quit law enforcement, I couldn't carry under my law enforcement license anymore. So now I got to get a concealed pistol license.
Wait.
The only bad thing about Lyft or driving Uber is if you have to pick up drunk people from the bar, because then you got to be like, don't throw up in my car, don't throw up in my car.
I
Could
think
you
I
not
would
drive
do
during
it
that time?
during like maybe the mornings when there's like Kellogg's headquarters is here. There's a lot of business stuff up here. People need like lifts or something from their hotels or lunchtime type thing.
Smart idea.
Backing up to what
I don't know, but I mean, of course, if you want to shop for people, I mean, you got Shipt. Chelsea does Shipt, and she makes a killing with it. She had a $40 tip this last week on one order.
Dang, that's nice.
It's a cart. They don't pay as much, but the orders might be a little steadier, maybe. And of course, you have Walmart Spark, where you can just basically get an order and show up to Walmart and get paid. Oh, here, they'll load your car for you pretty much, and you drive 10 minutes from the store and you get paid like $20-25.
Yep.
That's a hard one to get into.
If there's a lot of people that are getting into it right now, so we're overloaded with drivers, and then
Because the big thing is because people want to work their own schedule, which is why I do what I do.
That's nice.
I'm working 20 hours a week and making more money than I was at 40 hours a week.
That's great. And it's great that those services are out there. No one has an excuse anymore.
So, no, if you want to be a gig driver, sign up for it and go hump it.
real quick, backing up to the Uber thing. If they do throw up in your car and you report it to Uber, they actually charge the person that threw up in your car for cleaning fees and all that.
I know, but it's still really gross. Plus, I can't throw up, or I can't have people throw up around me because then I throw up.
My weakness is puke.
I just thought I'd throw that out there because I remember seeing a thing where somebody got charged like $300 on their Uber thing.
And Brian, I hate to say it, but like Uber and Lyft, one of their rules is you're not allowed to have a gun in the car, even though you do.
Well, how would they know if I have one or not?
I know. I'm just saying they'll make you sign. I won't have a gun in my car, kind of thing.
That's like DoorDash saying you can't have passengers in the car. How the fuck are they going to know unless somebody that you're delivering to knows?
Did they actually say that?
Yeah.
I've always had people with passengers in their car drop off my food.
It's always like husband, wives, boyfriend, girlfriend duos with DoorDash. One drives, the other one runs in, grabs it, and that's what they do.
Right.
Hey, it's probably a better thing. That way, if someone's tired too, we'll keep them awake.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, Rick, we move on to you. What do you got for us?
Okay, so I've been watching a lot of paranormal caught on camera on Discovery Plus.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I've been watching a lot of stuff about UFOs and ghost encounters, and I kind of want your guys' opinion. Do you think any of these like monsters that they've been showing lately are like real, or do you think it's just like a figment of our imagination and we're seeing something based on what we're looking at?
Are you talking about ghosts or everything else?
Well, I'll give you a perfect example. One of the ones that I watched, there was something called a rake, which is like a half humanoid, half animal looking monster that had like long arms with short legs, and it kind of crawled at people.
Well, considering PETA fucks animals, I could see that.
Jeez.
But it was like, I seen it, but like a lot of these videos are like sometimes really grainy. I mean, sometimes you get a really good video from somebody that has like a high definition camera, but you'll see stuff from like 2003, 2006. So it makes you wonder, do you think any
I
of this?
believe Sasquatch exists. I've never seen them.
I mean, I still believe ghosts exist, especially after what we went through.
Just saying.
Well, yeah. Well, you and I know ghosts exist.
Right. But
There's
it's
no doubt about that.
and for anybody wondering what we were talking about, one time I was down in the basement at my
One
old
time
house.
a ghost touched Rick's pee-pee.
One
know.
time at Ghost Camp.
I know, and that's why I can't have my hand cold anymore when I masturbate. Anyways, I was downstairs and we were doing an EVP session. It was me, my cousin, and his friend. And I had asked a ghost if it could manifest itself. And I ended up finding out later that it actually said yes. So then me, my cousin, and B Slow ended up going down into the basement. And I was following a cold air mass. And I ended up having a camera setting up on the little bar that I had made. And I had asked, can you bang?
Move it?
Yeah, I was like, are you here? I was like, can you bang a pipe? Can you move a cord or something? And before we knew it, the cord slid right off the bar. And none of us were around it. They were all right next to me. So there was no way that we could have contaminated, and made that happen. And we tried debunking it, and there was no way. Like, we had pictures showing that it was like right up on the bar, like all the way up on the bar. So like, I just wonder, because like one of the things I saw was like there was this little girl that was levitating in the air for like a good solid like 10-15 seconds, and then all of a sudden she just like dropped down, and her and the person she was with ran off. And like you could see them moving in the air as they were walking toward them. It just,
I mean, I believe in demons and possessions and all that.
I'm just wondering if some of this stuff is stuff that we had in our head and we willed it into existence, or if it's doctored still, or you know what I mean?
I don't know if I'm necessarily really a believer in some of that, but I mean,
A
obviously,
lot of what you're talking about is folklore.
Angels.
Well, there was an experiment that scientists did where they were trying to get they created a ghost named Phil. And I guess they kept on talking to it and giving it a backstory and everything.
A doctor?
No. But they ended up talking to him.
Oh, Dr. Phil, that would have been a good one for Celebrity Deadpool. Sorry.
That probably would have been.
Wow.
But
Sorry.
anyways, they kept on coming up with this backstory and was talking to him. And eventually in the EVPs, Phil started responding back. So it was one of those, did our minds have some kind of psychokinesis that willed him into existence? So
I think a lot of EVPs are fake because you watch these shows and they hear on the EVP that's not normal.
right.
They fabricate what your mind wants to hear, and then your mind automatically says, "Oh yeah, that's it."
Not me. I never hear the shit they say that they're saying.
I don't know. I mean, I've been watching enough of the paranormal stuff now where I can see it ahead of time. You know what I mean? Before they even tell me.
Well, what's that ghost show that I really like?
Kindred spirit.
Ghostbusters
Kindred Spirits. Watch Kindred Spirits, Rick. That is awesome.
or Ghostbusters.
Yeah, because that's going to tell me if ghosts are real.
After watching Ghostbusters, you might think they are.
Ghostbusters made me cry.
What?
Ghostbusters made me cry.
Me too.
I haven't watched it yet.
You were
It's
crying?
really good.
I did get teary-eyed because of the oh, whatever the hell, I can't think of it now. Fuck it. Move on.
When Ecto 1 pulled out and the sirens went, it was like...
At the end.
It did bring a tear to my eye, too.
Mine was at the end.
Huh?
I started crying at the end.
Oh,
I cried at the end because I'm a girl.
I don't want to ruin it because Rick hasn't seen it. That's why I just said I started crying at the end.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's why
You start throwing spoilers out, Jay Hazel. I will come to your house and start posting celebrities on your door.
You can just come over and watch it sometime. All right.
Yeah, Jay
Hey.
owns it.
We have Larry and Tiffany you can take over there, Justin. Or Rick. Sorry, I'm getting y'all confused.
Larry and Tiffany.
Josh wasn't at the bachelorette party.
He's seen pictures.
Larry and Tiffany are both blow-up dolls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
No. All right. Let's play a game.
Larry's got a big slong.
Yes,
Let's play a game. Who's your daddy and what does he do? Rick, what do you have for us today?
Well, me, Texas, and Jay Hizzle played this the last time we were here, and because Be Slow decided to join us this week, I decided we'll do it again. So we're going to play a little Would You Rather Filthy Edition.
Dirty.
So, Be Slow, since you haven't been on and you haven't gotten a chance to do this yet, how I'm going to do it is I'm going to ask you top or bottom, and then I will read the Would You Rather for that one, and you will either answer A or B.
C.
So we'll start with you just so you can figure this one out. Luckily, you got Chelsea there to help you. So, Be Slow, top or bottom?
Top.
Would you rather chew gum you scraped off the floor of Grand Central Station, or B, French kiss a Central Park squirrel?
These are ridiculous.
Just think if you French kiss a squirrel, you might get some nuts.
Do you want to chew other people's gum? That was at Grand Central Station? Or do you want
I
to...
both a no-brainer.
Well, you French kiss a squirrel, you're gonna bite your tongue off.
Not necessarily.
He might like it. You might hear that song.
I'm gonna French kiss a squirrel.
French kissing a squirrel. Texas, top or bottom?
I don't know. Last time I had real bad luck with this. Top.
Top it is. Texas, would you rather yawn disinterestedly whenever someone answers a question you asked, or B, hiccup every time you call a person on your cell phone?
What was that first one you tried to say?
Disinterestedly.
So, like you say, hey, how's the weather? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna yawn disinterested. Yawn
Disinterestedly.
disinterested. God dang it!
We understand.
It's past my bedtime, but that's gonna make any date I have from now on really interesting. So what do you do? Hey, yeah, keep going.
I'm gonna let Chelsea pick for me. Chelsea, am I doing top or bottom?
Who am I picking for?
Me.
Oh, for you.
Yeah.
Bottom.
Bottom. Would I rather eat live snails or get sprayed by a skunk on my wedding day?
Oh no.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, I'm eating the live snails.
You go on escargot, man.
If you only have to do it once, yeah.
Like I've never eaten snails at all, but I think that would be better than smelling like skunk for like an entire day. And then
Yeah.
having to take the tomato bath and all that other bullshit.
I think you need to put your child to bed.
Yeah, he's gonna sleep out here. Jay Hizzle, top or bottom?
Top.
All right, Jay Hizzle, would you rather dry shave your entire body with an old used razor,
Ooh.
or have a drink with Bill Cosby?
That should be a no-brainer.
I'll have a drink with Bill Cosby.
He's
I don't wanna-
roofing you.
You're not his type.
Yeah, you're not his type, so you're good.
You never know, he might give you the old yellow pudding now that he's out of jail, and then give you the old zippity dee butt.
That might have been another good one for Celebrity Deadpool.
I thought about using him, but then I went with Nicolas Cage.
I'll be
We
fine.
discussed him over Casey Anthony, but I want that bitch to burn in hell, so.
That's fair. That's fair. Be Slow, top or bottom? Bottom. Be Slow, would you rather officially change your name to Kanye West, or B, change your wardrobe to match Voldemort?
I'm matching Voldemort.
You don't want to hear, oh, Kanye!
No.
Not even Kanye wants to hear that. He likes to be called daddy. I'm guessing. I don't know. That's why That's why Kim broke up with him, because she didn't want to call him daddy no more, because it brought back flashbacks of Caitlin.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yay! Yay,
Texas-
Josh!
Texas top or bottom?
Bottom.
Would you rather tattoo a punctuation mark on your forehead or something that comes in pairs on each hand?
On each what?
On each what?
So it's either a punctuation mark on my forehead.
Or you got
Or-
or you got to either tattoo testicles on your hand.
It doesn't have to be testicles. It could be boobs.
Okay, or titties, whatever makes you happy.
I'm feeling like the hands because you can hide it,
You wear gloves.
right?
I agree. Gloves, hands. I'm gonna get boobies on my hand.
Now, if he could get boobs on his forehead, that would be totally different.
I look like the guy from Little Nicky.
Well, that mean you're always motorboating, technically.
And just for the record, that was not the Native American thing. For the love of God, don't cancel us.
Chelsea, am I going top or bottom?
Don't Joe Rogan us, damn it.
Let's go top this time.
We should ask her one.
Would I rather go motorboating with an 80-year-old or motorboat an 80-year-old?
We all know where you're going with that one. Come here, Grandma.
Yeah,
Be
Yeah.
adventurous.
yeah, no, I'm going motorboating with an 80-year-old. I feel a lot safer than trying to not die from fucking booby dust.
As long as they ain't driving the boat.
I mean, it's a nice 12-hour drive there and back, and they'll run out of gas, I'm sure, but it'll be okay.
Rock the boat, don't rock the boat.
Jay
baby.
Hizzle, top or bottom?
I'll stay on top.
Jay Hizzle, would you rather practice birth control by wrapping your penis in an old sock, or B, practice birth control by having Sir Ian McKellen dress as Gandalf and scream, "You shall not pass" at the stand?
That one! Do that one!
You shall not pass.
He's Catholic. They don't practice safe sex.
Apparently, Chelsea wants me to do Sir Ian McKellen.
That's more exciting. That's more exciting than the tube sock.
I mean, it would be something else. So
I just have a vision of two people going at it with Gandalf standing in the corner with his stick.
Gets ready to come. You shall not pass. That's great. Texas, top or bottom? Or no, be slow, top or bottom. My bad. B, top or bottom? I heard top. Would
I
you
heard
ra-
crunch, crunch, crunch.
Would you rather get shot in the face with a t-shirt cannon
Ouch.
or get shot in the ass by a paintball?
I've been
And I-
shot in the ass by a paintball.
I'm assuming bare ass.
why is he running around naked?
Whatevs. I don't.
I'd rather get shot in the ass.
It'd be so much funnier though. See someone get shot. in the face.
Want to expand on that?
With a paintball. I don't need to get Forrest Gump there.
Texas, top or bottom?
I bequeath my question to Chelsea so she can play.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea, top or bottom?
Oh, let's go with top.
She's better on top. Yeah, baby. Mm-hmm.
Would you rather only be allowed to enter a building like the Kool-Aid Man,
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
or
Oh, yeah.
only be able to sing responses when people ask you questions?
Oh,
Oh man,
Oh, yeah.
but those are both great. I want to the Kool-Aid Man. I want to go through every building like the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
don't invite Chelsea over. You're gonna need a new door.
Yup.
At least she's doing it like the Kool-Aid Man, and she's not like orgasming every time she hits the wall.
Where did that come from?
Because that's one of the only other times you're gonna say, "Oh yeah."
It's Rick. Have you met him?
Yeah,
That's where it came from.
that's fair.
However,
Watching some Kool-Aid porn and
I do think singing when being asked a question would be pretty fun too.
yeah, me too.
Hey, Josh, you want to come to work Saturday? Fuck you.
No,
Fuck you very, very much.
Texas, am I going top or bottom since Chelsea actually played?
You like it in the bottom, so bottom.
Yeah, okay. Would I rather find out firsthand that liberal politicians is conservative in bed, or conservative politicians is liberal in bed?
I don't know about any politician in bed.
I don't like this fucking question because I don't know how to answer that.
The answer is no.
I don't know what that would entail.
I'm just gonna go A because I don't know how to answer
What
that
is
one.
considered liberal in bed? What's considered conservative in bed?
Liberal is a freak in the sheets. Conservative is missionary all the way.
Oh, that kind of okay.
I thought conservative is more like you have to earn it, and liberal is you want
Give it away now.
Like,
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
See, the problem is I could care less what politicians doing what. I don't care if Nailing Palin's doing actually Nailing Palin porn. I don't
I
care.
don't want to think about any politician in bed.
Yeah, so there's that.
Well, AOC wouldn't be bad, but then it'd be delusional.
Haven't you noticed they fuck us enough not in the bedroom?
That's true.
It's a very
Jay
good
Hazel,
point.
top or bottom?
I'll stick on top.
Jay Hizzle just stays on top the whole time.
Would you rather be Would you rather be the neighborhood cat hoarder, or B, live next door to the neighborhood dog kennel?
The neighborhood dog kennel?
Yeah, so you're listening to barking and shit all night, and probably dogs humping and whatever else happens.
You ever live next door to the dog rescue, or be the crazy cat woman?
Oh, that one would be easy for me.
I guess the dogs would probably get annoying if they're literally right next door. I love dogs, so.
Your
I
neighbor's
really-
dogs bark a lot.
But I
No,
guess we
man.
could have like a cat room or something. So, but I'm allergic to cats, so they'd have to be in the basement.
You are?
I'm allergic very slightly. Like if I live with them for a long time, I'll get a little itchy and sneezy. But
That's what Claritin's for.
I didn't know that. I was going to suggest you get a cat.
well, that's why I don't have a cat. So I guess with that in mind, I guess I'd probably just do I'll live next to the dog place and then I'll go help watch the dogs.
Okay.
I like dogs. I'm a dog fan.
Be slow, top or bottom? Top.
What are you doing?
Does the dog or the cat?
Moose.
What are you doing, Moose?
Would you rather host the Oscars with James Franco, or B, go to the Academy Awards wearing an Oscar the Grouch onesie?
Oscar the Grouch onesie.
The second
Oscar
one.
the Grouch onesie.
Totally.
Mhm.
Chelsea, I'm throwing you into this. Top or bottom?
Okay. We'll do bottom this time.
Would you rather A, constantly be mistaken for a prostitute, or B, constantly forget you're not a prostitute?
Constantly forget I'm not a prostitute. Was that the second one?
Mhm.
Yeah, constantly forget you're not a prostitute.
I think I'd rather be mistaken for one.
You just keep fucking and then you're like, oh yeah, $20. This was a date.
I was thinking more along the lines that they just walked up and offered me money.
That's what I was too.
Or you come up and be like, it's $40 for an up and under. What?
I mean,
That's my go-to joke. Texas, top or bottom?
Go top again.
Would you rather have a party thrown for you, but then realize it's really an intervention, or B, have a flash mob of all your exes interrupt your wedding?
Moose.
That'd be the smallest flash mob in history. It'd be like 3 women.
What else?
You know what? I want all my friends, so I'll go intervention.
Intervention. Good idea. All right. We got me and Jay still.
If you lay down, you can get up there.
Chelsea, am I going top or bottom?
Stop.
He's close to top. Would I rather
Lay
discover people are delicious or B, discover poop tastes like butter?
Ew.
I definitely would not want to eat a person.
Actually, that sounds better than poop. I'm going to actually find out people are delicious.
Lay down.
You're not necessarily eating them, like biting them.
I think I'm pretty sure they meant cannibalism. I mean, I already eat one part of the body, but
Oh God.
you knew I had to
we all-
go.
We've all eaten Kit Kat.
I guess I'll just finish where I've been the whole time on the top bunk.
All right.
Glass.
Jay Hizzle, would you rather discover a new erogenous zone only you can find, or B, develop a pizza that also causes orgasms?
Oh, pizza.
I will say, if you could probably develop that, there's a lot of money to be made on that. So I'll develop the pizza.
Orgasm pizza. Yeah, I'll take the orgasm special for $9.99, please.
That's
Oh, it's
awesome.
gonna cost a little more than that.
All right, well,
$3.
that was the game of the week.
All right. And Texas looks pissed.
I'm angry. And it's time to tell somebody to bite me.
I hear you, but your lips aren't moving. I hear nothing in between.
Me.
Bite me. Bite me. Bite me.
And now it's time for Bite Me, featuring Rick Spade, Jay Hizzle, Captain B. Slow, and Texas.
Maybe Chelsea and Ducks?
I don't know if Chelsea's joining us or not, but she's definitely here. I have a Bite Me segment. I'm not sure.
I do enjoy Jay Hizzle's first world issues, so we'll go with Jay Hizzle first.
Today, I just want to talk about scammers. They're annoying and they suck, and it really pisses me off. At least you notice that you'll get random texts, and it's like you overpaid on your AT&T account. You know, to hit this link now to get your money put back in your account. Well, first off, I have Verizon. Or your order's ready to ship. Click here to confirm. Or we've found this money in your name. Click here. You get all kinds of texts. You get emails. You get those phone calls where they're like, "This is the IRS. You must give us a call back. Otherwise, we will call the police on you."
You get those text messages. I get, "Do you want to make women love you in bed?"
Grow your penis 4 inches.
Yeah, I get that one too.
I don't get any
I
of
get
those.
that one.
Apparently, they know I'm in a relationship. They just
Uh-oh.
want my money.
Brian, if her penis grows 4 inches, hers will be bigger than yours. All
I
right,
know.
keep going, Jay.
And it just makes me very mad that there's these people out there in the world that are trying to scam and take people's money. And I actually had a situation the other day where I wasn't paying attention just when I was driving back in the car. Well, I was riding in the car. My dad was driving.
And now he's married to a Nigerian prince.
No, I lost just a little bit of money on Venmo, but I'm still pissed about it. This is my fault because I wasn't paying attention, but I shouldn't have to pay this attention. So I thought I saw a message from a friend come through because they cloned their account, and I just hit accept, looking to read the message, and I'm like, oh, accept, and then I looked and it said, "You just sent this person this much money." I know I was not paying any attention, and that's on me, but It just really pissed me off.
How much money did you send?
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Is it north of 50?
Yeah, but it's only a little over 100, but it's okay. But
Probably
anyway,
should have married that Nigerian prince.
and Venmo won't do anything about it. They're just like, we don't care, pretty much. That's what they
Bastard.
say.
I
So-
kind of want to know what a little over 100 is, but I won't let
What's
you
Venmo?
tell us the money.
All right, it's 200, and I'm pissed about it. In the end,
Not a little over 100.
in the end, is
Yeah, I
it gonna
could use
break me? No.
$200.
But it just, so then I disconnected my credit card because I was pissed. Because if it were to go through the checking, it takes a few days for it to transfer, so I could stop it. But Venmo is very unhelpful, and I just they can really bite me too because they suck and they let all this illegal activity happen on their site. Who knows
Could you
what they're
put
using
stop
this
payment?
for? I can't because it was on a debit card. I
So
could.
that-
The only thing I might be able to do is I could go to Visa and see what they can do, but that might cause a whole ordeal with this card. So, and it was my fault. I wasn't paying any attention. I thought a friend was messaging me. I didn't even see it was on Venmo, and I was just trying to accept the message, and I was hitting it, and instead I was just accepting the and then I'm like, oh well, maybe they really needed. I think they said I left my wallet and I need money quick. I'll pay you back. And then I'm like, oh well, hopefully it was really them. And then I got another one saying, oh, I actually need this much more. I'm like, son of a. I'm like, I knew immediately after I read through. I'm like, well, maybe Venmo will help me out. I'm sure they have something for when this happens. Nope, they pretty much said tough luck.
Did you get a message later telling you that they wanted iTunes gift cards as payment?
No, I mean, I get scam stuff all the time. It's just usually I catch it all. This was the first time that I wasn't really paying attention. So
I
now,
don't get any of that stuff. I don't have Venmo.
people try to scam me all the time from voicemail. That's why I pretty much ignore all numbers and all text unless I know what they are. So
I
all
get
emails.
text requests on Snapchat all the time.
Do you see that just pisses me off? So
I'm sorry.
Talk about being confused as a prostitute.
it's just, and that is upsetting too. So everything from scammers to these big companies that don't do anything about scammers on their site, to the guys that just reach out to random women thinking that they can get stuff from them. They can all bite me.
All right. Jay Hizzle's first world issues, as always. Very.
That's legit though, because I had money stolen from me, kind of.
I remember when your first world issue was mosquitoes.
Okay, they can bite me too. I hate mosquitoes.
They do bite you.
All right. So we will go to the couple in the group. B. Chelsea, do you guys have anything you would like to tell people to bite you to?
Yeah, those people that don't tip. You
I hate
don't
that.
know what I'm talking about. You get these people like, oh, I'm going to put in an order so you don't get paid to bring me anything and drive 10 miles. No. Tip. These people, it's like, I'm not going to tip anything and you're going to give me a service. No, I'm not. And that's all you get is bad order after bad order. It's like decline, 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 decline. You spend an hour declining because people won't tip. It's not hard to tip $3.
Just the tip.
I'm glad though you can decline it instead of having to wait until you deliver it to see if you get one.
Yeah, but it's annoying because it messes up your acceptance rate. Because I remember I got one that was like $2.15, and that was literally the amount that DoorDash was paying me.
Let go and don't.
Well,
They did-
sometimes the tip is hidden because there was one time I accepted one for $3, and after I delivered it, they gave me like $5 more.
Well, sometimes
I
they'll
mean, if
increase
it's
the
like
tip.
$3 for a mile, I'll do it. But anything, no. But here's my stats. My acceptance is up to 64.
If it expires, does it still count as a decline?
It was at 44% last week. Because people don't tip.
Now you
For
need
all
to
the
take
people that refuse to tip and think that you want to get service for free, remember there's a human being at the other end of that. So bite me.
Here's the problem: people
nice tip in there, so I know I'll probably get service.
people don't care about other people.
I know.
Except for us here in the show, we care about
Why
everybody.
can't I get your deliveries, Justin?
Well, I don't order very often. It's very rare.
Oh.
Luckily, I'm still at Bright
Chelsea.
Stars.
Do you have one?
Yeah. Bad parents. I watched a woman let her 4-year-old child, I would assume 4, get in the front seat of her car today and not even put a seatbelt on. So, bad parents. And then also in that category, the sanctimommies that think they know best and they have a right to tell you how to raise your children because they only feed theirs granola bars with no processed sugar and use cloth diapers because yada, 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 the earth. Bite me.
Sanctimony.
That one.
I hate those type of people too. I remember when Lena was little, a lady got mad at her because she was using the pop machine, and she was like, "No, honey, don't touch that." And I turned around, I said, "Bitch, don't tell my kid what to do."
Are you her mom? No. Just because you have your own kids doesn't mean you know how to raise mine. Back the fuck up and sit down.
Like Lena was about ready to. Lena was
Not
about in tears. I was like, "Oh no."
No. Bitch, we about to fight. I'm gonna throw hands with you. But yeah, I was half tempted to take her license plate and call the non-emergency number. Maybe just call the emergency number and report that I just watched a child get in the front seat of a car, not put a seatbelt on, and she drove away.
And they drove away extremely fast.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's child negligence right there.
Yeah, I was half tempted.
I mean, it was in the ghetto. So.
But it was Battle Creek, so I assumed nothing was
It was
done
in the
anyway.
Washington Heights. So, I mean, you know.
Like, don't get me wrong, I've had Lot get in the front seat before when I'm going from my mom's to my house, but I'm around the corner. That's different.
Well, you're going a quarter mile at 5-10 miles an hour,
he's not 4.
Right.
This kid was probably at the oldest 4. And I just, yeah, I can't stand parents like that. Like, you know, it seems how we were on the topic of Casey Anthony earlier.
Mother of the year.
She can bite me too.
Rick, do you want to go next?
Sure, I could go next. Oh, how do I want to put this?
Eat a pussy.
Did she just say eat the pussy?
That's what it sounded like.
The meat.
Eat a pussy.
Oh,
But,
okay.
you know,
She's talking back to you.
Okay. Banks.
yeah.
When you sit there and you tell me that something's supposed to come out in 2 to 3 days, and then I check my account and I see how much money is in there, and then I decide, okay, I'm going to pay the rest of my bills, thinking that, you know, that money had came out. And then come to find out that money didn't come out. And then I end up with $20 left in my account for the rest of the week. And then I find out gas is at $3.86. So I need to put the last $9.96 in my account. Yeah, I'm not happy. Banks, do a better job of fucking debiting shit out. Clear that shit so people know what they're dealing with. Because I knew what I had in my account at the time. And then I got confused when my state return came in. So that shouldn't be on me. That's on you guys. So banks, fucking bite me.
Kind of like the city of Battle Creek with their water, sewer, and trash bill.
Yeah, they can bite me for that too.
Oh yeah.
They don't tax it for 3 months.
That's the thing. I got a shut off. And the shut off was the same amount as the shut off for last month because I forgot to pay it. And then I went on their site and it said that I owed like $292 altogether.
Yeah, we got a shut off notice because they had the check and they never cashed it.
So I had to send him another check.
But it was like my thing was up for 147 was what my amount was. My past due was 136. Or no, $100.36. And then I got the regular bill and it said my bill was $293 or something like that. Yeah, they can
bite me.
Pretty much.
Tejas?
Okay. Mine goes out to the current American presidency group of people.
Let's go, Brandon.
Because over the weekend, Russia and China have joined forces and have pretty much, unveil a pact against America and the West. I really hope you libtards are happy. You're not getting any more mean tweets, but now you got a pussy ass president that's allowing this shit to happen.
He's a weak piece of shit.
You're also not getting chicken and frozen vegetables.
When Trump was president, you had to deal with mean tweets. He said mean things. But now you have a president with no balls, and he's letting our allies. Oh, by the way, not to mention all that shit in Afghanistan made us look like jackasses. Letting all of our enemies become friends, which puts us at risk. So, Biden, Democrats, thanks a lot, you bunch of jackasses. Y'all can bite me.
North Korea, Iran, Al Qaeda, Russia, and China are all allies. The fuck?
It's the allied nations of Ching Chong Ching.
All in 6 months.
Real quick, it's funny that you said that because when my daughter was younger and we were at Universal Studios, she had like her little Harry Potter wands in her hair. And there were some Asian people behind us in line. And she goes, "Look, Dad, ching chong bing bong. I'm a Chinese girl." And I was like, "Oh my God." Now, okay, she was like 6. So before anyone comes after me for that, she was 6. Calm your pits, Becca.
If it makes you feel any better, and I don't know why I remember this, but my mom took me and my cousin Mike to Toys R Us when I was little. And I remember they had a toy that I'd been looking for forever. And all of a sudden I was like, "Oh, sick it now." And apparently that's like a black phrase. And the black people next to me started laughing. Mike looks at me and goes, "You can't say that." I was like, "What?" I didn't know what it meant then.
Yeah, I joke with my daughter about that now. She goes, "I was young back then and didn't know any better." I know.
Well, Xavier, when he was little, he used to be like, "Why are they bald?"
All right, what's next?
All right, it's time for drinking with the idiots.
Guessing you didn't figure out how to get that audio off there either, or you just still scared of change?
Oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Was that sent to me somewhere?
Well, I figured you would have saved the video and got the audio off of it, you know.
Oh, no, I probably didn't.
All right.
Someday, that one will happen. If I figure out where it's at.
It would be in our Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All right, cue the. All right. I told you about it in episode 65, but now I'm going to show you how to actually make it. We're going to make the Louisiana Swamp Frog. I'm about to tell you right now, you're about to get persnickety and fucked up. Yep. So let's look at our ingredients. We have vodka. We got sour apple. We got Hawaiian Punch. We have Mountain Dew. And we have Everclear, which is 75% alcohol volume. So let's get started with the vodka.
150 proof.
The whole thing. The whole thing. The whole thing.
There's the
Now the Everclear. I'm going to see if I can make this a tornado. Ready? There we go. The whole thing. The whole thing.
I'm already drunk watching this.
Yeah.
That drunk just licking the fucking shelf. Okay. Now, before we put in the green apple fucker, we need some Hawaiian punch. I'll have this bitch in there.
Let's hope he doesn't put the whole thing of that in.
I put like half.
Because he would run out. It's like slime or high C.
I love that Hawaiian punch. Rick, I need to come over and drink that.
Put some green apple butter in this motherfucker.
It's in the
fridge.
What's your work
In
schedule?
this motherfucker. I'm off
All right.
tomorrow.
Somebody come over tomorrow and drink.
Just let me know what time.
Now we put in the apple fucker.
The whole thing.
The whole thing, of course.
Then we're gonna top it off with the Mountain Dew. By the way, I learned this from the Tipsy Bartender. You can look up his stuff on Tipsy Bartender on TikTok.
I love that guy.
Now we need to stir up. Stir up.
Then we stir vodka with a little bit of juice.
I am
I
not
said shake it. I'm gonna stir it. This is my second or
no
third
ice.
cup. You don't need ice.
So what? There's no ice.
We can give it a little shake though.
It's not my fault if it starts leaking.
Then we
And
drink
there
up.
you have it, the Louisiana Swamp Frog. I had to get a cup to show you that. That shit's still strong.
Oh.
That's scared to even give me any.
It's so strong it barely comes out the fountain.
True. Oh wow, that's strong as fuck. Tastes good though.
Are you drunk yet?
I will be once I finish the rest of this glass. Good night, everybody. All right, and there you have it. That's how you make the Louisiana Swamp Frog. Questions, comments, concerns?
I'd be concerned about driving after you drink that. Don't do that. Just
I'd be concerned about your liver, but
I am kind of concerned about my liver because that's a lot of fucking alcohol. It kind of reminds me of moonshine, except for, you know, it has Hawaiian punch flavor.
what I'm concerned about. The next segment. Our close here.
thank God.
It's the Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away, Texas.
All right, my dear friend Hizzle. Can you tell me what a snickerpuss is?
Oh no. A snickerpuss?
Yep.
Oh, don't tell me. Oh, is this gross?
Sorry.
Tell me it's when. It can't be.
Oh, please tell me what you're thinking.
Because just something dirty came to my mind and it just seems gross.
Well, what are you
I
thinking?
got to hear this.
When the girl chews a Snickers and then she takes out her mouth and puts it in a certain part of her body.
What part, Justin? We need to hear it. What part? Where she put it?
It would be the pussy because it'd be a Snicker pussy then.
Yes. That's
Oh,
great.
Justin, fuck dirty, baby.
You want to know the sad thing, Jay Hizzle?
Hey, hang on. That's the best answer he's given since WAP.
Snickerpuss.
Think
Someone who laughs a lot at silly things.
What?
Got him.
Stupid.
Oh, God.
I thought this was gonna be something super dirty.
I thought that was a snicklepuss.
Got him.
Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. All right, I'm done.
It's the bonus Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away, Texas.
Just a reminder that the Urban Dictionary definition of the week and the bonus Urban Dictionary definition of the week are brought to you by Dirty Rib Job Grill Seasoning. You can get it in the original Dirty Rib Job, the spicy Dirty Sanchez, or the fish flavoring the Dirty Trouser Chow. All available on Etsy.com. Go to the search bar, type in Dirty Rib Job, Do not click on dirty panties because you'll come away with a pink eye and STD and you'll get on some kind of sexual list that I have to warn people about now.
Because it happened.
So for the second dictionary of the week, can anyone, well, pretty much everyone will know this probably but Jay Hizzle. What does ran a train mean?
Ran a train?
I'm
Yep.
out.
Whoa! Jay wants to be part of a train.
Not that kind of train.
No. So it's interesting, but I saw a video of these really crappy train tracks in Ohio, and somehow a locomotive was trying to go over it. And I thought it was a joke, but I think it's real. Ran a train. I don't know. Is that some kind of like
Oh my God.
like redneck thing? Like when the trains come in, it goes ding 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 ding, and then they gun it through, and they're like, "Oh man, I ran a train."
First off, your redneck accent is just spot on.
Yeah, so
I'm crying, Justin.
I forget what they call like it's like the redneck dictionary or something. Ran a train. I was
does
out.
anyone-
I was out, and the red signal came on, and I just gunned it. I ran a train.
I'm gonna need the I ran a train sound for later. Does anyone want to tell him, or should I? Jay Hizzle ran a train when someone is used sexually by consecutive people.
Well, that's not nice.
That's the answer. That's not right.
So basically, it's like a gangbang. I ran a train on it.
Oh my God.
Well,
Otherwise known as a
not
cum
running her.
dumpster.
If she was using the snick puss thing.
Boy, I hope there wasn't a snicker puss when she ran a train.
Oh, oh, all right.
Ride a train, choo choo, riding, choo choo.
I can't stop.
Yes, by the way, that is the only acceptable song when running a train.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not Ozzy Osbourne's running on the rails on a crazy train?
I guess you could do both of them just in a loop.
Rails on a crazy train.
All right, what's next? Some of us gotta go to bed.
It's just our closing words of wisdom, which I'm just gonna say: don't run any trains because that's dangerous. Just saying. No matter how you take that, it sounds dangerous either way. And safety first. And remember to tip your waitresses, waiters, drivers, and all the people that come do nice things for you.
All the people.
And just treat others how you want to be treated. You know, think about others. I think sometimes we think about ourselves, especially these days when it's crazy times.
I don't really have any words of wisdom, but all I'm going to say is my teenager has really expensive taste for someone who can't afford to buy their own toothpaste.
What?
My teenager has really expensive taste for someone who can't afford her own toothpaste.
Well, what's the expensive taste?
Why are you making her
wa-
buy her own toothpaste?
She wanted to go to a K-pop concert in Dallas. Upper deck seats. Upper deck. $300 a piece
Jesus.
For who?
K-pop.
for a K-pop group.
What's K-pop?
Korean
Korean
pop.
pop.
Oh.
She wanted to go to that, sit in the upper deck.
Like
$300 a piece.
No, they're like Korean boy bands.
Oh.
Was it BTS? It's usually BTS.
No, it was not BTS, even though there is one she wants to go to.
I don't know any of this stuff.
They're
I think it's
Korean-
like TXT.
I get that better or any of it.
Well, LMNOP.
QRSTUV.
WXYZ.
That's all I got.
B, you're next because I'm closing the show. Where's the wisdom?
That's
That's it.
What was his words of wisdom?
I didn't hear him.
Be nice.
Oh, okay.
Put others first once in a while.
You just started speaking Chinese. What does that mean? What'd you say?
I know.
I don't have a quote, but I want to leave you guys with a fact because I just learned it and I found it hilarious.
Okay.
So the movie Forrest Gump, as we all know, is adapted by a book. Does anybody know how Forrest Gump is described in the book?
Mentally retarded.
No. He's described as being 6'6", 242 pounds, and has a huge penis. This is a literal quote from the book. Jenny pulled down my undershorts and her eyes got big and she says, "Woo! Look at what you got there."
You would think if they would have been more adaptive from the book, she would have stuck around more instead of being such a whore.
Exactly.
Right.
I just had to leave you with that because I learned it this week and I thought I needed to share.
Well, thank you for telling us about 50 Shades of Gump.
He's Gump. He's Gump. He's got a big wang.
Kerthump.
Kerthump. Kerthump. Kerthump. He just went to the toilet.
Wow.
All right, Rick, close this bitch so I can go to bed.
Me too.
All right. First of all, I want to thank everybody that's here for being here tonight. I love you guys. With that, I want to tell everybody, make sure you tell people that you love them because you never know when they're going to be gone. You never
I love
know.
you.
That's going to be the last time you see them.
I love you.
So keep that in mind. I love
I
you guys.
love you, man.
Love you all.
Everybody was so nice when I was talking about Forrest Gump's dong.
Loved you before I met you.
So with that, I want to thank everybody for joining us here at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. You can find us at YouTube at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast or our Facebook page by searching the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. And if you want to listen to us, you can find us by searching the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast on, Spotify, Stitcher, Google, Podbean, Amazon Music. And now, if you don't want to go to any of those, you can go on your Facebook page, go to Poddamn Idiotz Podcast, and click the podcast tab and listen to your favorite episodes if you don't want to watch us. And if you want to talk to us or, send us a message, you can send us a message on our Facebook page, or you can do it on Twitter at Poddamn Texas, Poddamn Rick Spade, Poddamn Idiots B1.
Right now, all I'm getting is thirst traps.
Or, you can message the email at poddamnidiotspodcast@outlook.com, and maybe Jay Hizzle will respond back. You never know.
He's awful busy.
Don't hold your breath on that one.
He might be late.
And with that, please tell your friends, your loved ones, your enemies, your frenemies, your coworkers, your podcast friends, your Facebook groups, EMT policemen, fire people, construction workers, cashiers, and anybody else you can think of to check out the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. And remember, this isn't goodbye forever. This is just I'll see you down the road. Good night, everybody.
Whenever the hell we get Justin on again.
I'm Jay Hizzle from the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
And I'm Rick Spade.
And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button to my right.
And maybe you want to see an older episode. See what we've been doing. I'm not sure why you'd start here, but maybe you haven't. Check out the video on the left. Check it out. Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Thank you.